So for years, aspiring YouTubers and content creators have always known the metric for what it means to get monetized. You need 1,000 subscribers, or in some cases, 500 subscribers, with 4,000 watch hours. You hit those numbers, and then you have hit your biggest milestone as a small content creator. Well, now YouTube thought that was too easy, and they're doubling their requirements. You still need up to 1,000 subscribers, but 4,000 watch hours becomes 8,000. And if you want to do it on shorts, instead of 10 million shorts, you need 20 million shorts. So today, me and Romans are going to be talking about what that means for content creators and what it means also for YouTube because they're shifting goalposts.
That's right. YouTube is dead. It's over. Pack it up. Go back to your day jobs. Go back to wherever you're doing before YouTube. It's been a good run. It was super fun. But YouTube has made sure there's no future. No new YouTubers are allowed to play ball or ever make money doing this. At least that's what I thought when I first heard the news. So we can be a little bit more rational, but my irrational thoughts is it's over. It's over. YouTube doesn't want new people. They just want their famous big people, and everyone else get out.
Well, what's interesting about this is anyone who's already hit the partner metric, it carries over. So with that being said, we're going to get into this a little bit more in detail, but you have until February 1st of 2027 to use these old metrics to get YouTube partner. So you have to hit those and apply before February 1st. So if you are an aspiring content creator, YouTuber, and you want to start getting that sweet, sweet ad revenue, you now officially have a deadline, February 1st.
And pressure is good. That's how you make diamonds. As long as it's not soul crushing. So when I first saw the announcement, I was crushed. And when we get to the point where we talk about our little humble channel, I was like, oh no. Why, YouTube? Why? I just want a button. I'm gonna have to go buy one on Etsy.
I mean, it's probably less work than what we've been doing.
Dude, I touched Dave Ramsey's button at his headquarters. And I'm like, oh my God, why do I want this? It's so cool. Who cares? And then you're like, but I would like one. I would like one. All right, let's do it, Scruffy. We have 5 months to actually take this serious. We got to clean up our thumbnails, clean up our titles, and actually try harder. So let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's see what we can do. Well, let's go over kind of like what is the current setup and what that means for the changes. So I talked about it in the intro. Currently, you need 500 subscribers. And in the last 365 days, you need 4,000 watch hours. What's interesting, though, is you need one of two things, the watch hours, or you need 10 million short views in the last 90 days. What's really interesting about this, though, is YouTube has been really, really pushing the shorts. They want shorts because they don't want people to go to TikTok. They don't want people to go to Instagram. They want to keep as many people on YouTube as possible. And it's interesting because if you look at our watch hours, like a good bit of our watch hours have come now that we've been posting shorts continuously. So this is kind of a little bit of a, hack for if you're in content creator. Oh, okay, that's the thing. Your shorts count towards your watch hours. So if you're posting 30-second to a minute long shorts, if those actually have the potential to go viral, that can really help with those watch hours and that journey.
Yeah, that's super cool. I can't wait for you to share our humble little numbers, but I just want to show you, this is from actual YouTube's actual blog. This isn't from anybody else. This is their actual page. So there's a link. You could literally just Google YouTube monetary changes, and you can Google it and you'll find it right away. These numbers are just astronomically big just looking at it without even thinking it. Like that is so you need 8,000 when it changes from 4,000 in 12 out in the last year. But the crazy one for me is the shorts one, because it's not a year; it's the last 90 days.
Yep.
So I feel like the shorts game has completely it's just out of reach. I don't. I think once you're actually hitting that kind of views, you probably are just a fantastic content creator in general.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like anyone who hits that, you're just doing something phenomenal. Wow. It's just
Or
seeing
you
it.
have one like insanely viral clip that goes out. But even then, like some of the most viral things only get like a couple million views. So with 10 million, if you're able to capitalize on that virality with a couple other videos that are getting tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views, maybe you can get there. But yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Well, I wanted to say this one part too, because it's rolling. And because even once you hit the 20 million, you have to maintain 10 million views every 90 days or you lose shorts revenue. So
Mm,
just shorts revenue is absolutely soul crushing, because it's not just hitting 20 million once. Every 90 days, you have to then at least hit 10 million recurring. So it is a unyielding algorithmic race forever. So
yeah.
if you want to go on vacation, if you're a shorts person, you want to go on vacation, uh, you you need to really plan ahead if you can, because you don't want to fall off and fall below the 10 million and lose your monetization. From a shorts perspective, I think from a long, once you hit 8,000, you're good to go. You're good forever. But the short side, it is wow, wowsy wowzers. So, and that's the reason why I pulled it up. I wanted to show it in while we're talking about it instead of verbalizing it, because you can see it in their own writing. Once you're on this hamster wheel, you can't get off.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, we'll probably get to it, but the reason why it's 1,000 subscribers is it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter how many subscribers you have if they are not watching your videos.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that's kind of why they didn't mess with 1,000 anyways, because whether they have 1,000 subscribers or not, if no one cares about your videos, it doesn't matter. And I think most folks don't click subscribe anymore these days, so they kind of just gave up on that. Most folks that I watch, they're 90% don't hit subscribe. They just for some reason can't be bothered to hit that button. And I think
Yeah.
YouTube has just given up on the subscriber thing. But yeah, the watch hours, wow.
It's pretty crazy. And like when you actually put that into perspective, that is 8,000 watch hours. That's 480 like minutes of content that people are watching. So assuming you put a piece of content out there and that is watched for 10 minutes on average, which is probably pretty generous for the average click through view rate. That is 48,000 views on your channel in the last year, which, that's not impossible. But again, that's if you're averaging 10 minutes per video. If you're averaging closer to 5 minutes or closer to a minute or like a couple minutes, you're talking about getting to 100,000 views on your channel just to get the baseline monetization.
Yeah, I really feel like it's an exercise in just make good content. Understand what your content is. And when you hit it, I think there's traction, right? Our channel's been around under 2 years, a year and a couple months. I don't even think we have enough data ourselves to really understand what we're doing and how
Yeah.
to get there. So I think so for some folks you really get your content. And I think for you and I, our content's a little bit different. We're trying to reach video gamers with financial information, not necessarily financial people who aren't gamers. So
Yeah.
we're a niche of a niche. But we know, you know what I know? Gamers need money, because you can't buy video games without money. So
It's
I
true.
do think our audience does exist. It's how do we get them to know, to care about our content, and how do we make content that they care about? And today's content is for content creators. So our content today is for, if you want to make it on YouTube, the game just changed. You better be aware of this. You better be doing this for passion over money, because YouTube just doubled what it takes to make money.
Yeah. And to your point on like the shorts, to get 20 million shorts views in 90 days, that's 220,000 views in a day. So if you're only posting one short a day, that means you need to average 220,000 views every single short you post, which means either A, you already have a massive audience, in which case this is probably irrelevant, or you need to just be absolutely killing it with your content.
Yeah, more people than ever are watching YouTube, and I actually think there's a trend where YouTube is actually replacing actual cable TV. Like the way they have it, people are going on their couch and turning on YouTube. They're not even turning on their TV anymore to watch TV.
Yeah.
So I think there's a consumeristic change occurring here. But to your point, bad content's bad content, and I think AI days are numbered. I think YouTube will use AI to detect AI. I'm pretty sure it's already doing that.
Yeah.
And it'll take a while. But I think all the AI content will eventually be killed, and it'll go back to, did you make good content? And it will be the crafty people, because I know there's ways to use AI that isn't so flagrant. It's not an actual file. You might use it. Maybe it'll get smart enough to make better thumbnails. I'm sure it helps people already with scripting and better titles. I'm sure it already does that for millions of people, which YouTube can't stop, right? YouTube isn't smart enough to know, oh, that's an AI title. Let's shadow ban that video. I don't think YouTube is that smart, but YouTube will be able to tell AI generated video. I think that's an easy. There'll always be markers.
I agree. Let's get into kind of like the reasoning of why YouTube is actually promoting this, because I think the AI part of this is a big portion of it. Like you said, there's so many people that are using AI scripts that have AI video generation. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've seen like those clips of like, this is how you make $2,000 in passive income. It's like you download the most watched podcast episode from this, you plug it into this AI filter, and then you just post 5 clips of this a day. And like, that is quite common. There's a lot of people that are doing that, where they're posting content that's not even their content. They're adding AI voiceovers to it. They're adding like different filters and stuff through AI, and it's just lazy content. So I think, go ahead.
The AI voiceover stuff is really bad, though. Man, it's so
bad.
aggravatingly annoying. I can't stand a clanker's voice. Like, AI just needs to get better to mimic you and I. It needs to sound like us. I can't stand a clanker voice. I literally, whatever it is, I immediately kill it. I don't even give it a chance when there's a clanker voice involved, because I don't want that. Like, no, thank you, clankers. Not today. You might be the boss tomorrow, but you're not the boss today. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's interesting, because I think this is an interesting move from YouTube, because I think it is actually a good thing. I think them wanting to make the pivot to actual content creators and having people who are interested in creating content themselves is a good thing. But in the process, I think this is a bad way to go about fixing that problem, because I don't think this is actually going to fix it. I think it's just going to make it harder for content creators to get started, at least on monetization for YouTube. I think the low effort clip, AI farming, whatever you want to call it, is always going to be there. I think some people, maybe with it being slightly harder to post a bunch of clips, it might dissuade some people from trying to go on that like AI. And this may be why they make shorts so hard, is because all of those videos that people talk about, like the passive income strategies, is about taking clips from other famous things and posting it with like AI, voiceover or subtitles or whatever like that. So maybe that on the short side will help, but I don't know. I don't think this is the way to go after AI. I think they need to actually get more comprehensive software to like actually make sure that if they do want to focus in on the content creators themselves, they need to actually find out who's making real content and not just turning on a AI auto generation thing.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that the shenanigans of AI it'll take a little bit. We'll get there. but we have to go through a lot of slop before they catch up. And then it's a little bit cat and mouse. Will the folks who create this kind of AI get smarter, create smarter AI?
Mm-hmm.
It's very much an interesting cat and mouse game. And then basically, how dumb are the consumers? Right?
Yeah.
Will they watch this AI slop? Because if they will, and advertisers don't care, I think it'll be the death of the YouTuber. So I kind of wasn't kidding about the death of the YouTuber. This actually could go sideways if YouTube mishandles it. Which
Yeah.
every platform has its day. Maybe this is the death of YouTube. Maybe it'll be the rise of a new website. Who knows? Take a lot to take YouTube down, though. Let me tell you, this
It
thing's
would. Yeah.
this thing's
I
a
mean,
juggernaut.
many people have tried to put out an alternative platform to YouTube, and all of them have failed, at least to capture the same audience that YouTube has. But it's interesting. I'm interested to see what you think. Like, do you think these changes in incentives will promote people to want to work on their content more, create more dynamic, like actual content? Or do you think it's more just kind of raising the bar to entry?
I don't think it's gonna encourage anyone because for me personally, I found it soul crushing when I saw it. Thankfully, you and I do this out of passion for who we're trying to reach and why we're doing it. And thankfully, you and I already make income elsewhere. But I got to tell you, if me and you were doing this purely to make money, I would have told you, let's give up. I would have messaged you and say, hey, you want to take over the podcast? I'm going to go back to Uber driving or something. Like, there's just, so in that regard, I think it's going to destroy a lot of people's motivation to do this. But I think it's better that way. I think some of them should be. If you're doing YouTube purely for money, I think I'd want you to be destroyed now than do it for 7 years and then look back and all this regret. You didn't even love it. You did it purely because you saw your friends get rich, which I've run into those people, right? Oh, my friend, he makes so much money, so I do it. And I just, what am I going to say? No, I just tell them that is a really wild reason to create content. And I usually just say, are you sure? And I kind of just leave it at that. But deep in my head, I'm like, you're doomed. You're absolutely doomed if you don't do this. I love doing a podcast. I think it's great. I think it's fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And it's a good point. Like, we don't rely on this for income, because if we did, I would have quit a long, long time ago. But I am interested because I think who this impacts the most, rather than impacting like the AI slop generation, the people that it legitimately impacts the most is the small creators that are trying to do this. A lot of them that are doing it for the love of the game, because they have passion, they have an idea, they love to produce some sort of content. So I definitely think that there's some big impacts that this has for small creators. I think, if you think about who is your typical content creator that's trying to get monetized on YouTube, most of them already work a full-time job, because YouTube, if you're not monetized, there's no way YouTube can pay you enough to actually just focus on content creation. You're recording around a work schedule. You don't have an editor because you don't have monetization, so you don't have the money to pay for an editor most of the time. So you're editing your own videos, making your own thumbnails, and most people can only upload 1 to 2 videos a week. Like, that is realistic. And the average person is maybe getting a couple hundred views, maybe 1,000. If you have a really good video, get a couple thousand views. And on average, this is fascinating. On average, the average YouTube video, and I don't know how accurate this is what I found when I looked it up, that the average amount of work that goes into publishing a YouTube video for a small creator is about 10 hours.
Yeah, I would say an hour per minute's okay. I think on average, if you truly care about your craft, you should spend about an hour per minute all in scripting, editing, social media effort. So sure, I could see that. A 10-minute, I think most videos should be around 10 minutes if they're long form these days. 30 minutes is pushing it. We pushed it. We pushed it for a long time, over 30 minutes. Oopsies. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it'll just be those who truly enjoy it will grow. Those who do it for
Mm-hmm.
the right reasons will thrive in it. All the money shenanigan people will be destroyed. So we're good here. I just goes back to really understanding what a video is, and even for ourselves, thumbnails and title matter more than a video. So we may put all this effort into recording this, but what actually matters more than anything is our thumbnail and our title, which you and I barely do. We outsource it, right?
Yeah.
AJ the King Valdez does that for us. So that's probably something you and I should be spending more time in curating. We kick around titles, but we don't really do our thumbnails. And
Yeah,
there's
not at all.
thumbnails matter. Right now, for YouTube, your thumbnail and title are probably 90% of what matters. The last 10% is what the heck is the video about? What's inside the video?
Mm-hmm.
Because if they don't click, it doesn't matter what your video is. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter how good you're recorded. If they don't click the video, you already lost if you're trying to get monetized on YouTube. So
Yeah. And as corny or campy or whatever as clickbait titles can be, people do it for a reason. Like if it causes someone to click on a video to hate watch something because you triggered them, or to be like, oh, I love this. This is great. I'm going to watch this. Like, even if it's for a bad reason, like if you get someone to click on the video, that is half the battle. Now you actually have to deliver the content to make them stay on the video. But especially if you're creating an audience and you don't already have an established audience, which if you're not monetized for YouTube, you probably don't already have an audience. So if you're trying to create an audience, genuinely, you need to do something that will make people want to click on your content, because they will always have a million different things that are options to click on. So what is going to draw them to you over the hundreds of other videos that are on their feed?
And this video will be fun. Let's do, AJ, you're going to hear this. Let's do this video with two covers. One is going to be the death of YouTube, and the other one is YouTube is saved. And it'll be interesting to see which one gets more clicks. Will people want to see how we think YouTube is better? Or is this the death of YouTube, which is the typical rage bait? I'm actually kind of curious to see which one gets more views. So
Yeah, it's interesting.
We're gonna break the fourth dimension here and just say let's do A/B test this very video, the death of YouTube, or something along the lines of YouTube is saved. It'll be fun to see which one gets more clicks by the viewers. Both can enrage you. If you see YouTube is saved and you saw how soul crushing it is, I don't know. Maybe you just avoid it. Say, screw those guys. Those guys suck. I don't care about their opinion. Their thumbnail's terrible. Or will you click it to see what we have to say?
Yeah,
fun little
exactly.
experiment. Click the video. Click it.
It's always funny to me that people will hate watch things. Like, something will come up that makes them so mad. They're like, "Oh, I have to watch this video to comment how wrong they are about this thing." And I'm like, do you really have nothing better to do with your time than that?
Even our little channel, do you see the hate we get sometimes
It's
in the comments?
hilarious. It's so funny.
They're so mad. Like, thank goodness you and I aren't like trying to make this our bread and butter, because it would be. I understand why content creators like get destroyed by their comments. They're so angry. Like, the comments are like, "Scruffy, you're dumb," or they'll say, "Robins, you don't know what you're talking about," and like their comment it's not even coherent. It's just like, I don't even know how to fight with you, because I don't think your sentence is in English. Like, it's using
that's the
English
longest
words.
run-on sentence that I've ever seen in my life. You
Like,
wrote
I'd
a
love
paragraph of one sentence.
Well, I'd love to debate you or like, push back, but I'm like, you're just so mad. You're just so mad. Oh man, I'm telling you, the internet's a funny place.
It is.
Luckily, you and I got the thickest of skin, so we just laugh. But I would love to engage them in conversation. I'm just like, man, wait, is this for us? I remember I read a comment like, wait, I think the person likes our video. I couldn't tell.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes they're just raging in the comment section and I'm like, I don't know if they agree with us or disagree with us or and
Yeah.
just want someone to vent to and they
Yeah.
can't
Oh,
figure it out.
well, thank you for the engagement. I gave you a thumbs up for engagement. If you see a thumbs up on a comment, it's because I want to like reward you for taking the time to engage with the content, which is a
Even
super
if it's
big
just
deal.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
is.
can't.
That
Yeah,
it is.
I can't understand your comment though, so I don't know how to. I would love to reply to some of these comments, but no speak whatever language you're speaking. Although the words look English, so
Yeah.
um,
It's interesting. One of the things I did want to say is like monetization is a huge deal. It's a big goal. But this, you and I are both money guys, and we've talked about. I know you've talked about this ad nauseum with Reach of like you can't if your only plan for revenue generation for content creation is ad revenue on Twitch or YouTube or subs and things like that. You're not going to be able to make it unless you are radically successful. Like if you are someone like Kai Sanat, who is able to get 1 million subs, which the funny thing about that is that probably isn't even close to the amount of money he actually made for those type of things because of the sponsorships he gets, because of all like the paid promotion to put products in the background of these insane sets that he builds for his streams. Like the subs where if he got in that one stream where he got 1 million subs on Twitch, that's roughly $3 million. His payout may be a little bit higher because of who he is or whatever. But like for the average streamer, if you get 1 million Twitch subs, that's $3 million, which is pretty amazing. But that is only a very, very small part of what he would actually be getting through sponsorships, through other business avenues that for most content creators, the actual like ad revenue or Twitch revenue is only the stepping stone to actually creating a business that generates revenue.
well, that assumes you're diversified. Most Twitch streamers are not diversified. They just do Twitch streamings and they hope, I'm a business now. They don't cross promote. They don't really do all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Folks like Kaisenet kind of sell a false image just because they are literally iCarly. If you remember the Nickelodeon show iCarly, that's literally what Kaisenet is. He's literally a TV show. Most content creators are literally one-man bands. And most folks want to be Kaisenet. I'm like, you don't understand. Kaisenet has a whole army. He's literally a TV show and just operating at a level that literally he's cable television. He's literally just cable television. And people don't realize like, oh, I'm going to be Kaisenet one day. You want to be cable television? I thought you wanted to be different. Like the whole point of content creation is to be random, at least for streamers, is to be authentic, real, and just be relatable. Kaisenet's a TV show. And not to knock it, like good on him to do what he does. Like he rented an entire building to the streamer university. He's renting college campuses. Like
Yeah.
dude is an actual TV network at some level. So don't fall for the trap as far as you streamers. And if you're an IRL streamer, you're asking to be in that place. I think. Anyways, we're running out of time for the sake of what we should be hitting at. So if you're going to do YouTube, definitely diversify. Don't only rely on YouTube. YouTube can't be everything. If your thing is YouTube ads, super chats, and all that, all of it is YouTube money. Your whole life is this fake parasocial employment contract with a website that has no loyalty to you. YouTube, like you've seen it all the time. YouTube's people who get these strikes, like, Lord, please don't let us get a strike for this video. But YouTube can strike anyone they want. And once you get 3 strikes, you're done. You're literally fired forever. Your channel's done. And I don't think you're even allowed to make another channel. Like you're super toast. So definitely make this a passion play. And if you're good at it, you can make a living doing it. Do it. But as soon as you can get a financial advisor like Scruffy to manage the money you're making off YouTube, you might want to take the money you make on YouTube and invest it in more traditional places where you're in control. Because if you leave it at Daddy Warbucks at Mr. YouTube, Bankosaurus Rex, you're looking for bankruptcy. You're looking to lose it all the one time you say something you shouldn't have said because, editor YouTube says, no, you can't say that. And
Yeah.
now you're done. So
Yeah, it's interesting. YouTube is not a get rich quick scheme. It's a successful YouTube channel is the result of consistent, committed work that people are really passionate about. So if that's you, still go for it. But if you're just looking to make a quick buck in content creation, YouTube monetization is not the answer.
100% agree. Do not do it for the money. Do it for the love of the content you're making, the passion you have for whatever voice you have in whatever space. Do it for all those reasons. And what's funny is then the money will come in hand over fist.
It's true.
If you can solve the audience problem, which is what we're solving. So thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you're a homie. And if you made it this far, I just want to tell you that day trading is on summer break. And apparently, because I'm the day trader, I just want to give you an update. We haven't made a single trade in over 30 days.
You know who has been investing for the past 30 days and making money?
Who?
This guy.
Oh. Well, hey, if you don't give me a stock right now, I'm just gonna add it to the day we day trade. So just letting you know, if you want to help those kids, you could really tell me a stock right now to buy, because the market closes in what, an hour?
Yeah, about an hour.
Are we done talking about YouTube? Here,
yeah,
I'll
we're
do
done
this
talking
one.
about YouTube.
Okay, good. All right, well, let's talk about stock investments. Come on, give me a good stock to spend money on so that I don't day trade.
Oh boy, I was not ready for this. I completely forgot.
Yes. Even more irresponsible. Just to remind everyone while he ponders what he's doing, the
This
reason
is
why we're
not
doing
stock
this.
advice.
Yeah, that's definitely not stock advice. What the heck? We sent a message to your. Oh God, please! Why do they make this so hard? I just want to spend money.
You don't want two-factor authentication on everything, which is what I'm doing right now.
I have to because it's making me. It's because I traveled overseas. I think I ruined all of my authentication.
Oh, that's fun.
All right, so let me in. All right, good. So while you're pondering that, we got here code number.
Don't read that out loud. Do not read that out loud.
What, 768? What?
Oh gosh.
Oh, he's a crazy guy. Wow. Well, look at that stock. Boy, has it been tanking, huh? Dude.
Which one?
I was about to say, like, my overall stock portfolio nosedived. Whoa. I guess
everything got hammered at the beginning of this month.
Whoa. This is why I don't like to look at this every day. I'd be so sad.
Yeah.
Let's just say I've lost a very big number that most people probably make. Never mind. That is so sad. What the heck? All right, I'm ready. Tell me the stock, good sir. We're over time.
Did I already tell you about IONQ quantum computing?
No, IONQ. All right, quantum computing. My buddy's gonna love it. I can't wait to tell my bot. Wait, how much is it a share? It says $46 a share.
It's a little bit, right? Yeah, it's a little bit lower. They just completed a merger. They're an interesting company.
I can only buy 21 shares. Doing it. Preview. Market. Buy it. Oh, wait. I didn't choose the right account.
YouTube content as Romans goes through the motions of purchasing a stock on a brokerage app.
Before investing, please consider what? Your time horizon? What? Come on. Don't warn me now. Just do the thing. And the reason why we're doing this, as a reminder, is I'm doing it so irresponsible. Basically, the worst way to do it possible. And what I'm hoping is a year from now, a year from now, we will look back at all of these trades and hopefully we will see a win. Let's just ignore the fact that my SpaceX stock is currently in.
I told you not to buy that. I literally told you not to buy that.
Why are you so mad? What happened?
I told you not to. Dude, you guys don't realize this. But he was going to put so much money in SpaceX, and I was like, please, please, please don't do this.
The
And he
good
didn't
news
put as
is,
much money as he wanted to,
yeah.
but he still put in so much more money than he should have.
Well, the good news is I'm only down 13%.
Oh gosh, that's way better than I expected, actually. But
Hey, I'm down 13%. You know what's kind of cool though? I'm up. Oh, well, you know, it's percentages, not dollar amounts. So this is not really how this works. But I'm up 13% in all of the stocks we've been randomly buying. Isn't that cool?
there you go.
So a quick little update. I'm up 13% on all
So
the stocks.
Scruffy is a better stock picker than Romans. Got it.
Hey, but how? IONQ. Wait, did I buy this before? Because it looks like I'm down 12%. Wait, what? Oh, maybe I did.
That's why I asked you. You'd already bought.
Oh, so all right. Well, you know, there's a little bit more there. Whatever.
That's a good guy. I do like it long term, but
Okay,
we'll see.
good. So we'll check back here. Well, that's it, guys. Your time at YouTube as a YouTuber. If you haven't started, you have 5 months to become a real YouTuber, become a YPPer, get invited to the cool exclusive parties that only YPPers get invited to, and get a cool plaque, get a cool button. You know, those are all the real reasons to be a YouTuber. Who cares about your passion? You just want to share it with the world. Let's get money. Let's get rich. Or you can just buy SpaceX stock like me and lose 13%. So just as it, hey, at least the number's 1/5 the size it could have been. So
yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Thanks to not being able to move money fast enough, the money only 1/5 of what I was gonna do. So I'd be really sad. I'd be down. That's another big number. Anyways, thanks for watching today's episode, everybody. Hey, the schedule for Reach Conference is officially out. Go now to reachconf.org and see our schedule of events. Every single event is on there. Some of them might get switched around. There's a couple of sneaky ones that are going to be added to it, but it's 95% all there. Hope to see you there. Cosplayed out, 7-acre obstacle course, over 30 activities, over a dozen speakers, a concert every night, and
That's
2
crazy.
out of 3 are Grammy award-winning performances.
That's
Performances.
pretty crazy.
2 nights out of 3.
I can't wait for both of them.
And
They're
Lord
gonna be so lit.
And Lord could have all 3 being included. I'm just saying, could be.
We'll see.
I don't know.
See. But until then, this has been Dollars, Lifestyle, and Charity, a finance podcast for gamers. We'll see you next time. Bye.